Hello guys, my name is Abby and today I'll be showing you how to shade polymer clay cakes and bread. You can shade different areas to create realistic items just like on bread where the darker areas are on top, or on cake where the top is lighter than the sides. You can also choose when to do shading. For this cake I didn't need to shade the sides because it's usually the top that is shaded. To shade you will need chalk pastels. These are from Spotlight in Australia and are much firmer than these Target ones, which are softer. Though these both look the same, they are both very different in firmness. Here's me scraping the one from Spotlight. As you can see, it is much harder. And here I'm applying the same force on the softer chalk pastel, and it's coming off much easier and smoother. I like to keep my chalk pastel mixture in a small container just like this. I like to use a mix of these colours, yellow, orange and brown. You can experiment with how much of each colour you want to add. I like to add more orange to create a burnt tone, and then a little bit of yellow, and then a small part of brown. You will need a fluffy brush used for only shading. Shading won't work well when the brush is wet either. Mix in all of your colours. I like to use vanilla clay for my food pieces, which works well with the chalk pastel. I'll be starting on the cake first. Starting from around the corners should be shaded slowly, building up from there, getting lighter as you get to the centre. Use less chalk pastel as you get to the middle so that it stays lighter. We want the centre to be whiter than the edges to mimic how real cakes are browner on the sides. And if you ever add too much shading, you can always wipe the excess with a wet wipe or wet tissue and wait for clay to dry before adding more. And here's the result of my top layer of cake. Part 2. When bread comes out of the oven, it's darker and more golden on the top because it's closer to the heat, while the sides are lighter. To create this look, add more chalk pastel at the top to show the toasted colour. Then use less chalk pastel as you move down so the sides stay lighter just like real bread. I'm adding chalk pastel into the creases because real bread browns more in these spots, making it look warm and realistic just like fresh bread from the oven. Bringing the pastel down the side helps show the soft, fluffy part of the bread while still adding a gentle warmth. And here's what my bread looks like once it's done. To make this a little bit more realistic, you can add white chalk pastel for flour. Thank you for watching. If this helped you, please like and subscribe.